All right, we're live. How's everybody's Labor Day? Sorry, I was getting the two mixed up because they are two big days for us over here at Gatemaster. They're like our two biggest days. The beginning of the season, the end of the season. We're just going to take a quick minute to see if anybody joins us. I do have the chat open. If anybody has any questions or anything that they want to ask, anything they want to add to the conversation, I'd love to hear from everybody out there watching. We're broadcasting live to a couple of channels, so definitely would love to hear from you guys and what your experiences are, especially as we talk about this topic that I have to talk about today, the value proposition of a premium ticket. So I don't want to keep you guys. I know it's Tuesday morning. It's probably the start of most of your weeks. If you're like me, maybe you've took the day off yesterday, or maybe you visited a park. That's where I was. So I'm Sondra, Shannon, CEO of Gatemaster Technology, and we are going to talk about the value proposition of a premium ticket at your attraction. And primarily I'm going to focus on water parks because my experience yesterday, I spent the day at a water park. I mean, I'm wearing long sleeves today because I'm completely sunburned. My husband was bright red. That's how you know you had a good day at the park. When you still put on the sunscreen and you still come home sunburned. Because you were just chilling by the wave pool. And actually, before we get started, I just on this conversation about the premium upgrade tickets or the value proposition of a premium ticket. Before we get started, I just have to tell you guys a quick story. And that was that, I'd never had this before. I always try to go to a park at the end of my day on Labor Day. But yesterday was really interesting, a really fun experience because we were sitting in the wave pool, just chilling. And we were down to the last hour. The park's closing for the season, and everybody's dancing in the water. And they're talking about this being the last day for the park to be open, or the water park to be open. And what was so funny about it was, and just such a neat experience, is everybody's dancing, having a good time. They mentioned that it's the last season, and everybody just starts screaming and thanking the lifeguards. I remember I was like thanking the lifeguards that were around and just really applauding and excited, and just see all the smiling faces and just everybody having a good time. I mean, this is why we do what we do in this industry. It's memories. Gotta remember what we're doing at the end of the day. We're creating memories. And I did make one thing that I do when I visit parks specifically, and I hope that other park professionals and attraction professionals do the same, is thank the people. I thanked all of the people working there, helping us have a good time. Appreciate their service and being there. Because I know there were a lot of rides that were shut down yesterday because of staffing issues. There just weren't enough people, including lifeguards. Which leads me to, okay, I'm all over the place today because I'm excited, but which leads me to a new program that I'm really thinking about starting here in Denver. So I'm going to talk about that here on a future live, but I want to get into the value proposition of a premium ticket. So here at Gatemaster, we are the leading all-in-one suite for attraction management, and that's why we want to talk to you about this value proposition. Because at Gatemaster, we call guest-driven transactions GDT, and the GDTs are about putting the guest first, giving the power control to their experiences to them, and by offering a premium ticket as part of your GDTs, your guest-driven transaction, parks can show guests that they care about their experience and they want to help them plan their day. A premium ticket or upgrade that guests invest in because it gives them access to all that the park has to offer. It's a convenient way for them to plan their day and avoid long lines, and again, shows them that the park cares about their experience and wants to help them have a great time. We know that in some of the self-service studies that have been conducted, that guest satisfaction increases by up to 30%. I think in some cases as high as 50%, because when we implement self-service technology and we allow the guests to take control of their purchases, it gives them that autonomy that they need to feel comfortable and confident with what they have. But the problem for most of you is that you don't have systems out there that can help you design a guest-driven transaction or a premium upgraded ticket experience. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what that can look like. And for a park, the premium ticket has a number of benefits. It helps ensure shorter lines. It means your guests and your team members are happier, and it allows for better planning of staff and inventory. I mean, wouldn't that be great on Labor Day to know exactly what you need to be planning for? And also shows the park cares about the experience. I keep bringing that up because I think it's very important when we talk about sales, and it doesn't matter, any type of sales of any product. When we think about sales, people buy from those they know and trust, right? And there's a lot of trust that gets built from understanding the guest experience, but also showing them that they care. And that's why I keep bringing that small piece up. A premium upgrade can also generate additional revenue for your parks. And this is where I want to talk a little bit about that, because when we're talking about additional revenue, we're really just talking about giving them enough offers to really understand what the experience could be that like. So, yesterday, I know that the day passes, they're paying a premium because they're paying the day rate versus what the discounted rate that season pass holder would pay. They are paying for parking. They're paying full price for food. They're paying full price for retail items. In some cases, they're paying for things like cabanas and tube rentals and locker rentals. So that guest is already paying a premium when they're paying full price. And so what we're talking about when we talk about a premium upgrade is, really offering all that the park has to offer in either a package. You have the value proposition and a promise to your guest, or offering that in upsells. So having a system that allows them to purchase their tickets and then see these upsells that are optional for them to buy that help them enhance their experience. What's great about the options is that even if customers do not purchase these options, we know that satisfaction goes up, because if they're not purchasing it the day that they're purchasing their ticket, they will likely save up and purchase it when they arrive. So we do know that the guest is put on notice, I guess you would say, of what's being offered even the day of. So they have a better idea of how to plan for their visit. And because of that, we know that guests invest more. That's the beauty of guest-driven transactions or offering a premium experience package. And so here's some specific offerings that a premium ticket that uses GDTs have. Shorter lines. Guests who have purchased premium tickets can skip lines for rides and attractions. So some of you guys have Fast Pass or speed passes that you allow them to upgrade to. It means they spend more time having fun, less time in the rides. That's the whole point of it, right? Like, life's too short. Some of us don't have time to spend time in long lines. And if you're one of those people, you might pay a premium to avoid it, right? So that's where the increased revenue comes from when we generate revenue, allowing them to upgrade their tickets so that they can avoid the long lines. Better planning. Guests can purchase premium tickets in advance, and it gives them an opportunity to plan their day and avoid peak times. So we all know about dynamic pricing. With premium tickets, we do recommend a date of purchase, or a date of attendance. So requiring the guests to tell us when they're coming. And because of that we are able to make adjustments to the business, staffing, inventory, all of those things that make it difficult to serve the guest and make sure they're having a good time when we're so busy we don't even know what's going on. I mean, I'll tell you, yesterday I saw a number of employees in tears because it was a very busy day. They were out of food at times, and it's just a very difficult situation for team members to experience. And so this allows the park team, the operations team, food and beverage retail team, to really plan for what that's going to look like for the guest, and take a little bit of that burden off their team members who are otherwise taking the brunt of the customer's conversation when they're not happy with what's happening. Happier guests and team members because of shorter lines. We just talked about happier guests and team members. When you have happy guests, they're more likely to return. They're not only more likely to return, but they're more likely to invest in their experience, more in their experience. And that brings us to additional revenue. A premium ticket can generate additional revenue for a park, and it can this revenue can be used to improve park experiences and invest in new attractions. So the growth of the business is really dependent on strategies that you are implementing to continue to grow your revenue. I'm not sure how many of you guys have sat down and thought about what are your goals? What are the revenue goals for your attractions for next year, for next season, especially water parks? I'm mostly talking to water parks right now because we know it's time for you guys to start considering, what next year is going to look like, what those offers are going to look like, who you're going to be selling to, and what systems are going to be needed to do that. And I hope that you'll consider at least, and I totally left the music on this whole time. I hope you guys were feeling that future pop vibe while that music was playing this whole time. But I hope that you'll consider Gatemaster to help you plan that those systems out. When people move to Gatemaster, we're typically replacing for anywhere between 4 and 6 systems. And that could be food and beverage systems, a CRM, ticketing systems, retail systems, guest services systems. I mean, you'd be surprised how many times we work with teams that were managing so many systems that can be managed through one platform, this all-in-one suite that we offer here at Gatemaster. And when we replace all of those systems, we notice one thing, and I think it's important to note that tool fatigue is very real. We live in an era of software. We live in the cloud era. Everything is online. Everything is available through the cloud. Everything is available to us everywhere. But what that does at times for our teams is create what we call tool fatigue, especially when you're managing multiple systems that could otherwise be condensed and brought into one. So that's a real big promise that we have for you guys, is that when you use Gatemaster, we're going to help eliminate some of that tool fatigue that you and your team might be experiencing as owners and operators of attractions. So I hope that you'll give us a moment just to do a discovery call. It's a no obligation call. We just walk you through who we are as a company, the benefits to working with us, and how we can help improve what's happening at your attraction. But we also learn about you, what your goals are, what would be what would successfully measure our work and working with you at your park. How would we measure that successful action and repeat the successful actions that we have as we move forward? And what are your goals? What are your challenges? We're going to get real deep into the sheets with you, on the business side of things, and help you explore some better options on how you can do things. And I love this because, like I said, we learn so much about attractions. I mean, we do hundreds of discovery calls a year. And as we learn about attractions, not only are we learning, but we're also listening to what you guys need. So a discovery call with us, again, is a free, no obligation call. And we're going to get really deep with you on what you need and how we can help you, and maybe help you overcome some of the challenges that you might currently be facing. But at the end of the day, and with what we're talking about today, that premium upgrade, the Gatemaster guest-driven transactions, the GDTs, that's all part of this call. That's all part of what we offer. In fact, the guest-driven transactions are not in addition. I mean, this stuff comes with our package. So, and same thing with the strategy. We work with you to develop the strategies that you need. We work with you to understand how to present those offers to your guests. We work with you to improve the offers and the results that you're getting from them over time. We work very closely with you to make sure that you continue to have success and that your platforms continue to improve and increase revenue as long as it exists, right? Like, as long as you're in business, as long as you're working with us. The average customer stays with Gatemaster for 10 years. So the average partner with us is 10 years. And as you can imagine, people don't continue to buy. I mean, that's legacy brand, right? People don't continue to buy or stay with partners that do not provide a value over time. And that is our promise and goal, is to continue to be valuable as a partner to your team, to become part of your team, and to continue to help you grow in the growth of your companies and your parks and attractions that are out there. So, premium pricing. I just really wanted to talk about that today because of my experience that I had yesterday. I mean, we had people waiting in lines, we had people yelling, we had fights happening pretty much with staff members. I mean, that's not necessary. And I think that, in a perfect world, I would love to see those challenges go away from parks. That's my mission. Because in order to enhance the guest experience and improve revenues and operations at attractions all over the world, I've got to be able to solve these problems. And so I hope that you guys will take me up on this challenge. Book a discovery call with us and let us help you create some premium offers that could otherwise reduce lines and customer complaints, the challenges that your team members have to face for you, and keep them keep keep the business moving forward, keep customers happy. I think ultimately that's the goal, because they're there to create memories. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this chat today, is so cool to be in the wave pool and just have everybody celebrating together the last day that water park was going to be open. And I wish I had it on video, but I didn't have my phone. Sometimes you can't have everything recorded. You just gotta have the experience, and that's what I was doing yesterday, was just having the experience with my family. And but it was really cool. It was really cool. I wish you guys could have been there. Last but not least, we are going to be sponsoring the IAPA meetup here in Denver at Meow Wolf. And I hope that you guys will join us there. I would love to spend time with you, get to know you, and connect. If we're not already connected, if you're watching me live right now, we probably likely are connected unless it's on YouTube. But if you're on YouTube, connect with me, connect with us. Here's our Gatemaster LinkedIn page. Connect with us, and for at the very least, just to be in the know, because we're doing some really, really cool stuff. But I just want to place that Malwolf QR code up real quick one more time, because this is happening September 12th here in Denver at Meow Wolf. And it starts at 6 p.m., goes from 6 to 9 p.m. I think there's going to be fun and culinary delights. And as a IAPA member, you can get that ticket for $69. Non-members are $109, but it should be pretty cool. I've not yet been to Meow Wolf here in Denver. I hate saying that because everybody around me has, and they love it. So I'm very excited to see it myself, and but also participate in this fun event. And I appreciate IAPA letting us be a part of that. Also for putting on these connection events. They've actually become some of my favorite things to do in this industry. So if you've not attended one, I highly recommend it. And this is just a special one because it's right here in our neighborhood, and we want to support our local business and economy. So we're very proud to be sponsors of this event. If you guys have any questions, or I can help you in any way, it's always my promise to you that if I do not have the answers for you, I am happy to help you find those answers and find the people who do and connect you with them, and whatever that looks like, because we're all in this together. And I appreciate you guys being here for this live. And like I said, chat's open. If you're watching this on replay, #replay, I'd love to know that you're here. And I'm signing off for today. Have a very nice week, and I'll see you soon.